أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. As we have spoken about previously, that the personality, the character, the essence of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam is something greater than we can put into words. And the Imam alayhi salam epitomizes the highest traits and characteristics and attributes of a human being. That he is the pristine example of what a human being can become. And obviously those around him, his companions, also by taking those attributes from the Imam alayhi salam, by being in their close proximity, obviously it wore off on them. Therefore we see that for us to actually learn some of these traits, it is very beneficial to learn about the lives of the companions of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. For it is a very famous statement that the Imam alayhi salam makes on the eve of the day of Ashura, where the Imam says that I do not know any companions better than you. So therefore it is only worthy for us to actually go and understand and research about these companions. And to pay careful attention to some of the events that occurred before the actual day of Ashura, the night of Ashura, the day of Ashura, and even after Ashura. One of the events is something that for me personally is something very important. And it's not something that is much spoken about. We know that when the Imam alayhi salam with his companions were traveling towards Kufa, obviously it was quite a long period of time. As we know, they left on the 8th of Zul Hijjah, and when they arrived in Karbala it was the 3rd of Muharram. So as the Imam alayhi salam and his companions were walking, it is reported one of his companions shouted at the Imam that we have reached Kufa. And it was astonishing because it was quite early for them to have reached that particular place. He says, how do you know? He says, I see the trees, I see the palm trees. And the Imam alayhi salam turns to his companions and those are not palm trees. Those are the spears of our enemies. Those are the spears of those who have come to fight against us. And there were so many. If they were like a palm tree grove, and the amount of spears that must be there, or the length of those spears that must have been there, that came for the Imam alayhi salam. And this was the army of Hur ibn Yazid al-Riyahi, who went and obviously intercepted the Imam alayhi salam. But this is the point I want to focus on, is that when the Imam came face to face with this army of Hur, there is an exchange between the Imam and Hur. And there's something very fascinating that occurs here. The Imam alayhi salam sees that the army of Hur are thirsty. He orders his companions to give water. They give. He sees that the horses of Hur and of the army of Hur are thirsty. He orders his companions to give water even to the horses. And what is fascinating, that we'll also learn from this, is how forgetful insan is, how forgetful man is. That on the 7th of Muharram, the same army that was given water, whose horses were given water, cut off the access to the army of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. And what is important here that I want to focus on is this. And the attributes of the companions, the loyalty and the obedience of the companions to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. That when the Imam ordered them give water, I have not read, I have not seen in any of the books that any of them complained. Any of them said, why should we give it to them? They have come to fight us. None of them said that. The Imam gave an order, they responded, they gave without a single word. The Imam gave the order to give water to the horses without a complaint, knowing that they themselves need this water. They gave. And this is something for us to understand, that when it comes to obedience and loyalty to the Imam, there is no such thing as why. When we understand that the Imam is the Insanul Kamil, he is a representative of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on earth, there is no place for why. You just do. Because you then know that this Imam, this individual knows what is better for you, and whatever he tells you to do, it is only for your benefit. There is nothing that the Imam ﷺ will tell you that will go against you. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to recognize our Imam ﷺ, to be as loyal to our Imam as these companions of Imam al-Hussein ﷺ were to him. Insha'Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.